Good day, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Networking. I'm Terry Lee Harrison, and I am passionate about helping coaches, consultants, and solopreneurs be able to network in the most dynamic and lucrative way. Today, we are continuing our series on not falling down on your follow-up, about staying connected. So I want to welcome my special guest, Sandy Zeisler. Sandy, welcome.
Hi, Terry. I'm so excited to be on here today with you.
I'm excited too. And, we had to talk. Today is the day that social media disappeared for a while. And so
Yeah.
I suggested to Sandy, I said, I don't know if we're going to be live on Facebook in this moment, but let's get it up on LinkedIn and let's get it going. And we'll do what we have to, because that's what we do. Right, Sandy?
It's been a lesson on not putting everything in one basket. We have to have a backup plan. I was talking to my business coach earlier today, and we're like, we need to now do some training on backup. What do you do?
It's so true. It's so true. Lucky for me, it was the hours I was sleeping. I don't know what I woke up to it. I don't, I question what I would have done. But anyway, everybody, I would love to introduce you more formally to Sandy. So Sandy Zeisler is a certified Keep partner and LinkedIn trainer, and she helps entrepreneurs create a follow-up system that prevents prospects from falling through the cracks. She's coming to us today. Okay. Are you coming from Minnesota?
I am coming from Minnesota.
He's coming from Minnesota. Yay. So is it cold there yet?
Actually, no. It's been really hot, which is unusual.
Really?
We'll put it off as long as we can.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Totally. And her business is Clicks, and she is just amazing at helping business owners be able to set up systems that help them with their follow-up. She is one of those people that has things in her brain that some of us don't, and some of us need somebody like Sandy. So Sandy, I'm so glad that you're here for a chat. So Adil is with us. Welcome, awesome. Adil. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. If you have a question, go ahead and give it to us, Adil. We would love to take it. Sandy is someone that I know has lots of tools to help with follow-up. And I was hoping maybe today you could share at least one, if not two. What would be some of your favorite tools that you have found that help business owners?
I actually like to, the follow-up is so important. And we know, we're statistically, we've heard it over and over again. You're supposed to connect and follow up with people, and we just don't. And statistically, it's, some say it's 7 to 12 times, but I say, let's start with 3 to 5. Can you start with 3 to 5 consistently? Follow up with absolutely everybody you meet 3 to 5 times. Not absolutely everybody, but, let's go a good percentage of them. It's, stick with that 80-20 rule. And systems can be really scary. There are thousands of computer programs out there, CRMs, that I have looked at. And, CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. But I actually like to start some of my clients that fear technology. They're like, oh, technology, not my thing. As simple as an Excel spreadsheet. Get starting in the habit to document and take notes out of your pieces of paper that we flip and we lose. I don't know how many pieces of paper, and notebooks I have sitting here that I've completely, forgotten that they're there. And I'm thinking that Terry probably has a pile. Absolutely. And you're never going to find that. You're never going to find that note again when you need it. So it's at your hands. You can open up the Excel spreadsheet and look down your list. Oh yeah, Terry and Lee and I talked, and yep, this is what we talked about. Or, put her in a category. So start simple. But start. That's the important part.
No, that's so good. That's so good. And I'm going to confess, because I don't think that anything I'm confessing is that embarrassing, because I think it happens to everybody. But for a while, I had a Google Sheet, and the Google Sheet was like always open on my computer. So while I did the things, it was on my phone. So if I needed to check something or update, and I got away from it. I always say, do you believe this is true, that we need to find whatever system works for us. Some of us will be more techie, some of us won't, but it's not about there's one system that's the winning system. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So, taking it to the next level, there isn't maybe Excel spreadsheets, scare you. Maybe you just have to do it in words and just take notes, and that's okay. But we collect the business cards, and we now are saving the chat. And if you just save those files, it doesn't do you any good. So take a look at what you need. And I have evaluated a lot of different CRM platforms, and they all offer something different at all different price points. And so there really isn't a one fit all. But some of the programs that I've started with, so if you're going to step up from Excel and you want a little bit more creating a pipeline, meaning to move somebody linear from left to right in a pipeline, Trello is a great platform to start with. as well. It's got the pipeline. It has fields that you can import and export from, which is important because if you have your Excel spreadsheet, now you need to import somewhere else. And then down the road, you need to be able to extract that data as well. And then other tools you can go up to like a pipe drive, or even like Terry mentioned, I am a Keep certified partner. And that is a great tool for CRM, your customer relationship management, all the way up to automating some marketing.
There's just so many tools.
There are.
And the thing is, okay, so I don't know if you know, I can just do so much with tech. I think there's a lot of people like me, some people are super techie like you, and I love it. I love it.
Yep.
People like me need people like you. Even when you talked about going from the spreadsheet into Trello and back, I was like, okay, wait, no. This is why I would need Sandy, right? This is why I need help. But I think the most important thing is just to do it, right?
Just doing it.
Just doing it.
Yep. There's no right or wrong way to do it. I think the wrong way is, you showed your pieces of paper there that you have circled, you've circled the little note. Oh yeah, that's my reminder. Because I do that too. I'm still doing the paper. I still take notes. But if I can take it and move it to the next level of especially the important clients that I have a conversation with, I had a call this afternoon and I says, okay, I'm going to check in with you next Wednesday. You have to do something, get it out of the paper, because I'm never going to mentally, oh my gosh, I moved on to 10 other things, today, and so you have to just kind of set yourself a reminder and take those notes for yourself. And so, yeah.
It's true. Hey, Adil gave us a note. It says, this Facebook going down is a reminder why having an email list is still very important to build a personalized journey for our audience. And yes, we agree. And this is exactly what Sandy's talking about, right? Is setting up the system.
Yep.
So Sandy, I'm thinking about, in virtual team, we talk a lot about power partners, the people who share our clients, and it's not competition. And for me, I will talk about the process of meeting a potential power partner is a little bit like dating.
Yep.
Do you agree? Like,
I agree. Absolutely.
It's that first conversation of, is there any synergy here? Is there a possibility we could work together? And then deciding, do you want to move further along into the relationship to even have that second conversation? Inviting someone to, like, I would invite them to visit a meeting maybe, or maybe they might invite me to see their workshop, or just going down the path. And what comes to mind for me, because I teach that we should spend 80% plus of our networking time with with our power partners and potential power partners. So if I have a hot list of like, I meet people and I think, oh my gosh, like they could be it, right? They could be it. Would I treat them any differently, or am I going to just put them in the system?
Oh, absolutely not. I don't, and that's what I kind of shy away from giving somebody in a really advanced system right away, even though the Keep has a lot of power. So you really want to choose a system that's got a lot of power from the basic, follow up one-to-one there. I'm not getting rid of picking up the phone call, making those connection requests on LinkedIn and following them on Instagram, sending text messages, and yes, you do need an automation because at some point you do have, but you can go from, you want to tag, I always say tagging or create a category, and you've got your referral partners. You have like dating, you don't know everything about the person in a 45-minute get to know you call, or even if a half hour or 10-minute call, whatever it is, that person might be having a bad day. And they might just be off their game and not give you stuff. I found that out. I'm like, okay, I'll mention the person's name to another, business associate of mine. I'm like, how did you find out all that information? I just had a call the other day with that person. And we're like, completely different conversations.
Yeah.
And it's all about what, the questions. And so sometimes it takes 3 to 4 times just to even get to know some basics about the person and them get to know you too. Yeah. And it's about that, you really just can't get to know somebody, but, following them on LinkedIn, I don't treat them differently. They might get a little bit more if they're really good in, referral partners or possible prospects, they're going to get a little bit more attention.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, I just want to get your take. So if we could, we're on LinkedIn and Facebook right now. Let's speak to our LinkedIn peeps. Okay.
Perfect.
So if I met somebody, okay, first of all, the people who are message me for the first time and are like, hi, buy my thing, that I don't really go.
No.
I don't really engage them. I don't really, and right or wrong. I guess maybe what I should do is invite them to a networking event.
Yeah, there you go. You know
Great
what?
to meet you. Would you like
Yep.
to come to our networking
Pass
event?
on the sale.
Yeah, right. But those who I'm intrigued to get to know, or if I have someone I want to reach out to, can you guide us with your experience and expertise? What's the best way to reach out and begin to make that contact? And then what would be some professional ways to follow up?
You know, and completely agree with that. I get being in the LinkedIn space for, 11 years teaching LinkedIn. I get a lot of connection requests, and you do too. I've looked at yours and you got thousands a day. I can imagine. And a lot of people just click on the connect button and you're left to, understand what they are. So I always make sure people send a customized connection request. But if you don't, there might be value in that connection. Look at their profile, see how you can start a conversation. It's almost just like that, that cold handshake. You met somebody on the sidewalk. Think about that. You're just out for a walk and you meet one of your neighbors and you're like, wow, I have never talked to you before. I know you live in the yellow house, but that's all I know about you. And you have a dog and that's all I know about you. So kind of, translate that into LinkedIn. I see that you went to XYZ college. You're maybe connected to this person, and this person, 3 people. So you start a conversation. Hi, my name is Sandy. Thank you for accepting my connection request or sending me a connection request, however it would be go. And then just say, wow, we have a lot of in common connections. And hey, I noticed you're connected with Terry Lee. How do you know Terry Lee? Or wow, isn't she a great person? She's a great networker, a connector, something kind of just, separate it out, but it's starting the conversation that I always like to do.
And my thought is always, you've heard me say, I'm sure, if we hung around at all, that I wake up every day and I'm looking for the people that are looking for me, right? Yes. So I don't worry about those that don't reply. But yeah, don't worry about them. Yeah, it's one thing if you're giving someone some semi-spam or hi, buy my thing. It's another thing if you're trying to open up the conversation and they don't reply. It's, maybe they're busy, right? Maybe it has nothing to do. Maybe they're not feeling good. Maybe who knows, right? Maybe they're on holiday. We just never know. But I've chosen not to take it personal. So
no, don't take it personally. And that's why it's nice having that, either your sales spreadsheet or your pipeline. That's why it takes, we get advertised stuff all the time. We see the exact same advertisement over and over and over. It's because that they know, then they're able to put the marketing dollar. How can we translate that into us touching somebody over and over? I actually have, one example. I've been nurturing somebody for 2 months and they finally came back to me and says, I'm ready today. I knew she was ready 2 months ago. She just wasn't, she needed my services. She just didn't have her mind wrapped around it because she had a bunch of other things going on that were a priority to her.
Yep.
And so that she just didn't put me in the high priority. And that's
fine.
But I just kept up and I says, hey, I saw you on LinkedIn today and I commented on your post. Great. Just stay in front of the person.
Yep. So good. So good. So we have Jesse Cruz popped in. Hi, Jesse. Great to see you here. Chris Berryman says, hi, everyone. Chris, great to have you with us.
Great. Nice.
So I'm excited, Sandy. Sandy is part of a panel on our virtual team global gathering that's going to be this Thursday, North America time, Friday for our Melbourne, Sydney friends. And did I say Friday morning? Thursday late, North America, right? Friday morning for Australia and Singapore. And we're going to be doing an hour of global online networking followed by an amazing expert panel on some of the nuances of follow-up. And I can guarantee you what Sandy just shared with you is just a little piece, a little piece of number one, what she can offer in her experience and expertise. But number two, I believe that there will be some gems that are shared that can change the way we're showing up in our follow-up. I think that we can find something that will work for you, that you can be able to move forward and reach your goals. So Sandy and I would love to invite you to attend the global gathering. Yes. You can find all the details. It's listed in the post here at vteamgathering.com. You can go ahead and register. It's a free event. If you look at the time and you're not able to attend, you can still, if you register, get access to the replay so that you can hear the fabulous panel. Sandy, if you had one follow-up tip to give as we go to close out, I'm going to have you give a tip and have you share how people can contact you if they would like to be in touch. So what would be your closing tip of the hour?
One last closing tip. So, and that's, it's part of the pipeline. Identify what your pipeline looks like. And I'll be sharing more of that pipeline, what it looks like. But like, you mentioned, invite somebody to the networking event. You're networking. How can you share and grow? You may not have, direct referrals to people in your group, but can you bring somebody else that might have? And that's a great way to network and invite other people to grow their businesses and, show up first. That's what I always say. Put other people's in front of your needs.
Awesome. That is so great. Now, how can people get a hold of you?
I forgot the second part. It's, if you want, my website, my MoxieClicks website is currently under construction, like a lot of people are. So I've set up just a temporary page with my information. It's just sandyzeisler.com. And they can download a free guidebook. And then they can also schedule a call with me. I'm happy to have a discovery call with anybody. If they are interested, they can go to Sandy, SANDY, and my last name is on the screen, ZEISZLER.com. And I would love to, do a discovery call with everybody.
Awesome. Well, Sandy, thank you so much for your time. Looking forward to hearing you be part of the panel this week. And just thank you to everyone. So as we go to close out one last thing, vteamgathering.com is where we find the information for the event, everybody. So as we go to close out, let's cheer each other on and help each other grow. Wishing all our business owner friends a fabulous rest of your day. And I will see you all here tomorrow at the next edition of Let's Talk Networking. Thanks, Sandy. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you.